Biden blindsided after book reveals $1 billion swamp skeleton by patriotjournal.org. Poor old Joe. Americans always thought of Biden as the smiley, humble Democrat who played second fiddle to Obama. Turns out he is as dirty and corrupt as they come. Even worse than Obama when it came to using political power to line people's pockets. He is, of course, eyeing another presidential run after Hillary cheated him out of his chance in 2016, but the latest revelations may put a quick end to his aspirations. Joe Biden is hardly the hero they want him to be. There are plenty of skeletons in his closet. Many already knew about his inappropriate behavior around women, but he also was up to some dirty deals with Vice VP, actually, in his new book. Peter Schweizer drops a bombshell connecting Biden to a $1 billion setup. From Breitbart, American political leaders are being profoundly influenced by shared economic interests with the Chinese and are coming to see certain matters Beijing's way. When Joe Biden is there in Beijing, he has all these senior talks, and he is criticized widely, not just by the Republicans or conservatives, but by the mainstream media for basically rolling over for China, Schweizer continued. Well, 10 days after he leaves Beijing on the trip with his son Hunter Biden scores a $1 billion, yeah, that's $1 billion with a B, private equity deal with the Chinese government, Schweizer said. This is a unique deal. They talk about this in the Chinese press. No other person on the face of the planet has this kind of deal that Hunter Biden gets. And, by the way, Hunter Biden has no background in private equity. He has no experience in doing this at all. Few people would deny the connection. Obviously, Joe rolled over for China because they promised his son this sweetheart deal. How could Joe turn down $1 billion? So what if China runs amok in the South China Sea? So what if they continue to defraud American companies through IP threat? It's not as if the vice president is supposed to look after Americans. He is in it for his own payday, right? At least that's how things worked out under Obama. Schweizer's bombshell book brings to light numerous connections between American politicians and Big Red China. It's obvious that powerful figures in China have been buying and selling U.S. leaders for years, and it's not just Democrats. This is more proof that the D.C. swamp is far from drained. We need more measures to end this kind of corruption for the good of the United States, and maybe Joe should think twice before jumping in 2020. Joe Biden and John Kerry went to China, and 10 days later, their two sons cut this $1 billion deal. So it was John Kerry along with, what's his name, Biden, the slimy, Biden, he's creepy. And John Kerry is Lurch in my book. So those two went to China. Within 10 days, their two sons cut the deal for $1 billion they got. So they're selling out America while they're profiting big time, right? And they had no prior experience to this kind of a transaction. The basic thing is they just put their son's name, but meanwhile Kerry and Biden were raking it in on the backs of selling out America. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.